Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back doing another live trade. I just closed it. Today is November the 26th and I'm just doing some scalping. It's the mood I'm in now, and I just want to show that the pip trigger is great for scalping. In other words, grabbing less than 10 pips. I did 5 trades. The bottom 2 are in the New York session, and the other 3 were last night during the Asian session. I just caught this dollar yen. I figured I could grab 3 to 10 pips. That's all I'm looking for. It already hit the ADR high here, and it is the London close now, so it can easily do a pullback, which is what it's doing at the moment. Got in at this cursor right here, and I got out with 4 pips, producing $316. Like I said, I'm only looking for, say, 1 to 10 pips. If it spikes and gives me more, that's fine. If not, I'll just a scalping day. That's all I'm looking to do today. And I take whatever, 3, 5, whatever number of trades that I'm in the mood for. So anyhow, as you can see, this dollar yen was a winner. We can run a check on, I did also the pound Aussie, this one right here. So let's run a check on this one. This was another quick stab at a few pips. I got in right where this blue cursor is. I have a default 20 pip stop. I knew it was going to go up, at least test this area, maybe a little higher. But anyhow, I got in right at this cursor, and I got out with I got 6 pips on this one, between 5 and 6 pips for $325. It's doing a pullback at the moment. Now during the Asian session, I was doing the yen pairs. So let's just run a check on a couple of those, the last 3 here. See how that worked out from last night. Go up to the 15 minutes so we can catch it. This was the Asian session. I just wanted to jump in, and this was approaching 11, close to 11 o'clock, and I was shutting the computer down, so that's why. I know it continued to go up, but it could have just as easily hooked around and turned it into a losing trade. But right at this point, this cursor, that's where I decided to get in, according to my pip trigger rules. And down at the bottom, everything is looking very good, and I closed the trade with almost 10 pips, and that was producing last night $759. So that was a good trade. Let's try the euro yen, see where I got in at. Again, the same thing from last night. Got in at this cursor here, started to do a pullback, and I decided to close the trade. I only got 3 pips on that one, but I knew it was just going to be, I'm looking for, could be as low as 1 pip, 1 to 10 pips, whatever I can basically get. And again, all these trades I was closing, it was getting close to 11 o'clock, and I did not want to let it run all through the London session. Now, in hindsight, it did move up, but I didn't, I wanted to make sure that I turned this into a winning day as opposed to a losing day. So that's called proper trade management and proper money management. You have to get those right, along with proper mindset. If you don't get those 3 right, you will lose, even with the pip trigger. It's critically important that you get those 3 in order, and you've got to master it. So let's run a check now. The last pair is the pound yen, so we're just going to do a quick check on that. Drag and drop it in here. It'll change the chart. Got in at this cursor. Did go against me like almost 10 pips. Never did hit my stop. And you know, as I was analyzing it, I knew it was going to go up. I didn't realize it was going to go this much, but again, I followed my rules. That was only 2 pips. I followed my rules. I wanted to make sure that I end up with a profit. This was the smallest one, just to let you know. It was only $35. And I was shutting I closed all the trades down exactly the same time I was turning off the computer. I've seen many times it'll come down, London session, and drop 100 pips, so I did not want to lose. I'd rather get pip or two than lose 20 pips. So as you can see down at the bottom, it's almost 1600, 1587 I got. And just sitting around as I'm watching hockey last night during the Asian session, and I figured I may as well make a few bucks while I'm at it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And speaking of this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please give it a thumbs up. And if you look right below this video, you will see a write-up on this Pip Trigger full package, which I charge $250. I've got over 17 gigabytes, quite a bit actually. You'll get an exact copy as what you see right here on my MT4 platform. It'll look exactly like this. You will get 12 versions of my Pip Trigger, and they're all good. I do have my top 3 favorites. And of course, there's a lot of training videos. Not only do you get 342 training videos done by me, but I throw in 20 bonus videos, which will certainly help you to trade with the Pip Trigger. And there's a lot of ways to trade here. And there's even more ways. So just to let you know, what you really got to get your hands on is a lot of education. And as I said earlier, make sure you master trade management, money management, and proper mindset. That's very important. And of course, you need to get your hands on a lot of education. No education, or very little, you will fail. So I've always said, if I found success, I will give a lot of education for pennies on the dollar. It actually works out to 12 versions is only $20 a system. So it's pretty cheap. And something of interest you might like is the $2 million trade plans. That's where I teach you how you can start with $1,000, and in less than 1 year you can turn that into $1 million, and you only need 10 pips. 1 trade a day, 10 pips. I teach exactly step by step on how you can become a millionaire within less than 12 months. You just follow the instructions. I've done it both for Forex and for you traders who like to do futures, as I do gold and the S&P and 500 and oil. I trade those also. So if you have any questions about either this video or the Pip Trigger, you got my cell phone, my number right down at the bottom. I do answer the phone. Could never find anybody who I could talk to directly. It's always an answering machine. And if you live too far, just shoot me an email. And I really prefer to use Skype, and through Skype screen sharing I can give you a bunch of tips and tricks for free. I don't charge for that. Even if you don't want to buy the Pip Trigger, I can tell you things that you never knew, and that would certainly help your trading, and I would answer your questions. Do that for free. All you got to do is give me a call or Skype me. So anyhow, that just about wraps up this video, and until the next video, good luck with your trading.